So, I mean, how happiness is essential to your overall health and well-being. I mean, crikey, you know, in the workplace, we have gone on a massive journey. I have personally over the last 7 years, weighing 17 stone, eating rubbish, drinking more than I should drink, and probably just generally not looking after myself. And actually, you know, I remember being in those moments and thinking to myself things that just weren't true, right? I was generally at times either overworked, I felt overwhelmed, stressed, I felt out of control. Not sure whether anyone out there that's watching this video feels the same, but you know, I wasn't looking after myself. Self-care is a #1 priority. Why? Because it looks after everything else. Your health and well-being, you only get one you. You know, I'm turning 44 very soon, and I know you're thinking, he doesn't look older than 24 at the moment. Now that is a bit of a joke, because the irony around why I'm saying that is that when I was in my early 20s and I was in a bit of a mess, and I probably felt like I was close to rock bottom, I didn't like myself. Certainly didn't love myself. And when people say, you know, you've got to learn to love yourself before you love anyone else, my wife said that to me when we met sort of 15, 16 years ago. I just couldn't get my head around that. I know we live in a culture that's self-depreciating and you've got to give yourself a hard time, play the underdog and all that kind of stuff. And actually what you're doing is you're destroying your own personal beliefs. You're actually impacting your potential and trying to keep yourself back from being who you really are. Oh, just because everybody might feel sorry for me, or actually, yeah, you know, giving myself a really hard time, that's self-destruct. That's not a good thing. Your well-being is about how you feel about you. And if you don't love yourself, if you don't like yourself, what the heck are the chances of anybody else loving or liking you, right? You've got to get you right first. So in the workplace, crikey, you know, we do circuit training for the guys, we've done life coaching, we've done personal development, we encourage healthy nutrition, all that kind of stuff. But it's about opportunities, and it's about then giving people those opportunities, and it's up to them to make those decisions. We won't force anything upon people. I think I've gone down that road of trying to really influence directly on people around me that, you know, making the right choices will benefit them. Trouble is, my intentions are so real and they are genuinely about trying to help people that it can overstep that mark. And you know, I've probably come across a bit preachy at times on social media because of my beliefs, and actually it's nothing more than me feeling that if I've been on this journey, it's made an incredible difference to my mental state, my well-being, then I'd like to share that. And sometimes maybe that doesn't suit everybody. Maybe if that does frustrate you, or you've watched those things in the past and it does get to you, maybe that's just more of a reflection as to how you feel about yourself at the moment. And that's not me having a dig. Reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to meet up with anyone that wants to discover what actually did change for me, and those things that I used, the strategies that I took on to start to believe in myself a little bit more. I would never have done videos like this 7 years ago. Never. I would never have stood on stage. Never in the world, right? Would I ever have employed the amount of people that we've got working for us and carried the weight of that expectation and pressure? Never would I have had the conversations that I have today with total transparency and honesty, where, you know, my intentions are so about making sure that I help others that to stick to that is actually harder than to tell people what they want to hear. So I hope you understand. I feel so passionate about this, but you've got to look after yourself. You've got to put yourself first, especially if you're, you know, you've got one life. I don't know many people have got second choices, second lives, third lives. We're not cats, 9 lives, all that kind of stuff. You've got to make the most of what you've got. You seriously have. You know, just make small incremental changes. That's exactly what I did. And I can't tell you how much my life's changed off the back of it. And equally, I can't tell you how much some of my people that work around me, just seeing what they're achieving in their lives and the happiness that they're having, I mean, that is extremely fulfilling for me. So hopefully this might give you some guidance. If you want to message me, feel free to do so, or email me at mg@mattgiggs.com. I'd be happy to give you any advice that I've done myself. Thank you.